Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another GregTech New Horizons live stream. Back yet again playing GregTech New Horizons. I've got some work to do today. I didn't actually plan on streaming today because if you guys watched my live stream yesterday, you will realize that I mentioned that we had some more farming to do, some more mining to do. Because I still need to get myself some gypsum ore. But we're almost there with things. We're getting there. I've got 5 more stacks of bricks to hammer down as well. And I'm periodically checking my Steam production here just to make sure that that it's going to be running here. Seems like it's raining outside, so that might actually... Yeah, that's affecting... It's affecting our solar boiler there. That's not cool. But we shouldn't run out. Should be fine. So anyways, I'm going to set up the tank today. And I don't know exactly if we have enough iron. We have 118 iron. Now, something I do want to go over, check this out, guys. I figured out that there's actually NEI auto crafting. I did not know that there was NEI auto crafting, but there is. And in order to use this NEI auto crafting setup that we have here, so let's say we're going to make an item such as a file. You're going to hold shift and you're going to click favorite, and that'll put it over here. Let me hit shift A and delete that. And then if we hold shift and hit oh, what button was it? No, I completely forgot how to add it. Darn, how did I forget already? But anyway, there's NEI auto crafting. I don't know why I can't remember how to add it. Okay, shift and A on the item. Or no, that didn't do it. That didn't do it. Hold on, this should tell me how to do it. So if you hit Control Scroll, you can change the quantity. And then Control Shift C, craft missing items. But I added all these items in here, but now I can't remember how to do it. So shift, yeah, shift and A. So if you hit shift A, this adds it to the auto crafting. But that's not actually the right one that we wanted to add. And then if you hit shift A over here, it takes it away. So when you're doing this, make sure you hold shift, and then like for this one, we want the one with the stick. And then it'll add apparently we did it wrong again somehow. Is it Control A? No, it's not Control A. Ah. I'll get the hang of this eventually. Okay, we go back here and then to that one there. So you hit shift A where it says favorite. And then it adds the auto crafting to this. And then like if you don't want a part of it, you can just, well, I guess it just adds the entire process of crafting it. Now, if we do shift, oh, that doesn't work. So Shift A saves the recipe tree. Okay, so that adds it in there. Kind of like that. So file and then Shift A adds everything into there. So in order to make a file, you would have to have hammer, ingots, and then all this other stuff. And then if you hold control, you can scroll up and down and that changes the quantity. If you wanted to do a whole stack, you could scroll up to 64. Then now it says 64 or whatever. I don't know, it's still confusing to me. I'm still learning. But it's pretty cool once you learn and figure out how to do it. It's not too bad to learn, obviously. And then for instance, if we want screws, Shift A. And that tells you everything that you need. But you want to make sure that you got the right, you know, the right one in there. So that one, for instance. So you need a file, single saw, and then a file, obviously, and that makes all the parts into pieces. So I could technically add these in here, but that one's already added. So basically this goes through the process and it tells you exactly everything that you need. So file, iron ingot makes an iron rod. Single saw, iron rod makes the iron bolt. And then file, iron bolt makes iron screw. And then hammer, iron makes iron plate. Which we don't need to make, plates like this. We don't have to make plates like that because we can make plates in the hammer downstairs there. Anyways, enough of that. Also, you probably want to make sure that you have a crafting table next to it. You can basically just throw all the stuff in here. Let's throw some iron in here. Let's throw all of our tools and files and stuff in here. And let me get rid of this stuff too out of my inventory. So now if we go to the crafting table, we want to make an iron rod. You're going to hit Shift and C, and see, look at that. It's going to, I don't know what happened there. I don't feel like that crafted it for some reason. So Shift and then C. Where are those going? Yeah, I'm not sure where the iron rods are going. What is this crafting? Oh, I think this is all like one thing here. Yeah. Yeah, that's what happened. So this is all one thing. So if we have this green line all in one area here, it'll actually just go ahead and it'll make the screws. So let's try that again. So if we click wherever on here, like here or here, watch, it'll make a screw. See, we had 11, now we got 12. So that's how that works, by hitting Shift and C. In whichever spot it's going to craft the item that's up here. And then obviously if you want to make an iron rod, just hit Shift C and then there you go, there's an iron rod. Yeah, that's pretty cool actually, I like that, it's neat. That's how that's done. Okay. Even kind of confusing to me, but like I said, I'll get the hang of it. Just takes some practice and patience of using it, I guess. And we need 3 more stacks of this stuff. Really hoping that we don't run out of steam here, because our solar boiler is not running at the moment, but it'll be running in a second here once we sleep. And it's running again finally. It's heating back up. But yeah, I want to get that tank up and running so we can get a lot of steam into it. And then we won't have to worry about running out of steam because it'll be collecting over time. And then I also want to make probably another solar boiler. Or we might just upgrade the one we have to a higher tier. Okay, we just got an upgrade on our bronze pickaxe here. We got Fortune 2 on it now, which is nice. But yeah, that goes through steam like really quickly. It just kind of burns through it real fast. So you got to be careful when you're using your machines here, because look at this. It's already going way down. So we have to kind of wait on that. And then I made these chests here for our calcite. And then our clay dust, our stone dust, and our brick dust. Earlier was funny because I came over here and I'm like, well, I need to put my brick dust in here. And I was like literally clicking the small piles of dust, and I'm like, wait, why won't the dust go in there? And I was like, duh, because I need to do this first. And then I just kind of called myself an idiot because I didn't even turn it into the proper stuff there. And then I finally put it in there. I'm like, oh, okay, that works. That fixes it, you know. Okay. But yeah, like I said, the whole auto crafting NEI thing is amazing. You can just add stuff, then you can have a chest directly near a crafting table. As long as you got the stuff in here, you can craft it just by Shift-C-ing in the green. You got to hit the little green line. As long as you're hitting that green line, it will craft it. As long as you have the materials. And that's a game changer, actually. Anyways, so we have 80 brick dust now. And stone dust we have 107, and then the clay dust 159. And then finally our calcite 98. And alright, this guy is filling up. He's filling up. We should be able to do another run of this without losing too much. 2 more stacks to go. You guys should have seen it earlier. I had all these furnaces and this one full of bricks. So we made a lot of bricks. I think I made more bricks than what we actually need. Because if we scroll down here to the multi-blocks and then this, we only need a total of 432. That didn't count the bricks. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why that didn't count that. It should have. And then we just need 108 brick dust. How did that not count? Oh dear. Yeah, that's not counting my bricks. I don't know why that would happen. Well, that's annoying. Well, I can fix that. Okay. So I'll have to do another run. That's kind of annoying. I didn't think that was going to happen. But it's easy to make these. It's just that, and that makes oh god, that made a massive amount. Then I'm going to need my buckets along with some creosote. Then we'll have to do this again. I guess we're going to do it again. Let me fill all these up with on fire clay bricks. I mean, it's not a big deal because we'll probably end up needing more bricks anyway for stuff, so don't got a problem with doing it again. Whoops. Okay, that should be, yeah, that's everything. That is a lot of buckets of creosote, though. Yeah, some of these recipes are just they're so tedious. Well, not recipes, but just getting all the creosote and everything in here is just, you know, it's a headache. Requires a lot of time and a lot of clicking. I wonder if it's possible to automate this potentially. So it'd be kind of nice to automate this, then we wouldn't have to worry about it. Just like set up a furnace like you normally would and then automate it. We could probably try some form of automation for it, I don't know. Well, that's going to make a crap ton more bricks because apparently I derped up, but whatever. That should be... Okay, we're close. One more run should do it. I'm not going to take any of these bricks out because I don't want to get confused on how many that I got left. We just need to do one more stack after this. Oh, okay, this has got plenty of steam now. So even if this one runs out, which it does all the time, this one will kind of help feed. Feeds into this pipe, and then these pipes, they stay full. And it's not bad either if you're just running one steam machine. This is quick. That's a lot quicker than what I remember. I remember it being really, really, really slow. So let's look this up here. So solar boiler. So the advanced solar boiler, steam powered by the sun, produces 360 liters of steam per second. Calcifies over time, reducing steam output to 120. Break and replace to descal. You have to break it and replace it every now and then. I wonder if that's the same way for this one. Is that the same way? Yeah, it is. So we should probably break and replace this one now because it's been running for a while. Shouldn't have anything to worry. Oh yeah, I need a wrench. Shouldn't have anything to worry about because we figured out why they do explode. And well, actually, if I break this, does the heat go all the way down? I'm not going to break that. I'm not going to do that because I'm not sure. I'll wait until I go in creative mode to check that out to make sure. Because I don't want to have, you know, I don't want to have an accident. We don't want no more explosions. Alright, 112, so that means we got enough finally. So 108 of that, 108 of that. So compressed fire clay. So fire clay dust is brick dust and clay dust. So let's do this and this, and we'll put the rest of that back. So fire clay dust and fire clay dust. And please tell me that's enough. That's a lot. Oh, okay, we gotta make the compressed stuff first. Okay. Yikes, now we're waiting on all this nonsense. So we'll do like... We'll do this for now. Uh-oh. Can't do that in there. I don't know why. Why can't we do that? Oh, it does say compressed, doesn't it? Compressed fire. Okay, compressor. Okay, we gotta put this through the compressor. Okay. That's pretty dang slow. Oh man. This is gonna take a monumentally large amount of time. Well, there's the first one. Gosh, that's slow, man. Oh, you don't really need this, but we just put it up in the drawer. My goodness, man, that's crazy. Let's work on some grain. Do I even have anything that's grain? Vegetable. Vegetable. Ah, here we go. Curry leaf. Let's do 4 of those and then some of these. Alright, then we'll do some of the mustard seeds once we need them. Okay, so that's done. This is gonna... My goodness. That takes a large amount of time. So how many is that one? It wants 216 of those. My gosh. I wonder if there's any other way that we can do it. That's the only way, isn't it? So steam compressor. So there is an upgraded version of it. Steam compressor, high pressure steam compressor. Which we can't do because we don't have steel. So we can't upgrade any of the machines, unfortunately. So that sucks. Now the gypsum dust, I need that too. So we're going to go mining. And I need to remember that I can load these chunks down here and keep this stuff running. So, wait, how do we do that? I don't know how to load the chunks. I thought there was a way to do that. Is there not? Hold on a second. Let me look that up. Let me see. I don't know. So this is GTNH 2.8.4. Says use the built-in server utilities mod to keep chunks loaded by editing the config file to enable the feature. How do we add that? So server utilities. Okay. So we need to find chunk claiming. Okay, chunk claiming is false. So I need to go into my folder to do that, I believe. Okay. Let me get in my folder real quick and do that. So that way we can load chunks. I'll probably have to reload the pack here. How do I... Okay. I'm trying to go to my config here and find that. Let's see, where's it at? Should be under server utilities config. Not seeing it. Not seeing that. Interesting. I can't find it. Maybe it's under GregTech New Horizons, probably. No. Not under GregTech either. Yeah, I don't see that actually. So there is no server utilities CFG in the config. So maybe I can't load the chunks, I don't know. That don't make any sense. Why is that not in here? Oh, I see it. I found it. Aha. So it's the one for chunk loading. We got to find that. Tell you what, let's pull this up for everyone to see. Do a where's it at? Let's do a display capture real quick. All right, so this is my display. So all the stuff right here. Let's get this larger here so everyone can see. So I'm using the Technic launcher. So let me pull up the Technic launcher. So you're going to go to mod packs up here, and then you'll go to mod pack options in the top right, and then you'll open this install folder, and you're going to hit open, and then that opens MC New Horizons. It opens that up. Then you scroll down here, and you find where it says oh crap. Scroll down here where it says Minecraft New Horizons. Scroll down to server utilities. And then this one, CFG file, server utilities. And now we've got to find the one that's about loading the chunks. Don't know exactly where it's at. Okay, so backup's true, chunks true. Chunk claiming is what it should be, right? At least that's what AI says. It says navigate to your instance folder, server utilities, and find chunk claiming and B chunk loading set to true. So Trying to find those. So is there a way to go to find, type in chunk? Okay, so okay, this right here. So claim chunks equals true, I think. This says only include claim chunks and backup. Backups will be much faster and smaller. But only claim chunk will be unrecoverable. It's one of these. Let's jump to the next one here. Okay, B log chunk loading. Which one does it? So find B chunk claiming and B chunk loading and set to true. This says log. To B chunk load. Could not find B chunk load. I don't know. This is weird. Like, I don't know what to change and I don't want to mess something up. Oh, here it is. Here it is. I found it. So B chunk claiming true and B chunk loading true. So that should fix that. All right, cool. So now we can so it's pretty far down here. So it's all almost down to the bottom where it says rolled at. So in case you guys want to know. So chunk claiming true, chunk loading true. Then file and go to save, and then you can close. And I cannot click that because that is all my personal stuff. So let's get out of there. All my personal passwords and all that stuff. Anyways, so that can be closed. Let's go to options for a second, or not options, mods. Let's go to this and see what it says. The world. So yeah, we're gonna have to reload the pack. So let me reload the pack and then we'll see what happens. Yeah, it's a little bit of a weird stream today, I guess. Let me get display capture turned off here. Oh, I just love it when it does that. All right, there you go. But I just want to help people so that way they know how to like load the chunks. And then if they need to do like the auto crafting and the NEI thing, it's available. So instead of just worrying about running a live stream, I can do a tutorial and a live stream all in one. So that way everyone knows what to do. Because I know that you guys like listening to me ramble. I know it. I mean, I'm the best rambler out there. Didn't you guys know that? I mean, I'm just an old man that rambles on and on about everything, you know, so hey. Man, I can't believe it's 8 p.m. already, though. The days went fast. It's been a quick day. And I've only been streaming for like 34 minutes. Alright, so we're back in. So the whole chunk loading thing should work now. I'm just not really too sure how to, like how, okay, here it is, yeah. So now we have this. We can actually claim our chunks. So I'm just going to... I'm just going to claim these. Oh, I think I gotta hit shift. Alright, so I can hit shift now. So shift and right click, and that'll claim the area and it'll also chunk load it. So now once we go mining, this will keep running. And then we don't have to worry about it not running when we're going. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, this stuff's gonna, this fire, clay stuff, dust is gonna take forever to run through this. So I'm gonna go after the gypsum stuff because we need a bunch of that. And if we jump back down here to the multi-block goals and then the time to get steel quest, the reason why we need gypsum dust is because we need to make fire bricks. So fire bricks, we need to make 36 of those, I think it said. And that is fire brick and gypsum dust. In order to make fire bricks, you gotta have compressed fire clay, which we're making right now in the compressor. And then once we get these made, that'll make fire bricks. We'll smelt all those down. And then we'll take fire bricks and gypsum, and then we'll make fire bricks. It's all crazy. Very crazy process. Now, this part that goes into it, you only need to make one of these. Obviously, I would suggest making 2 steel blast furnaces or whatever. Whatever you guys want to do. I would make 2 of them. I'm going to try to do that, but I don't know. It's awful expensive. But this is kind of not really that big of a deal. It's just fire bricks and 4 of the blast furnaces. The blast furnaces are easy as pie. Look at this. Just iron plates, wrench, and furnaces. That's real easy to make. Not an issue. You can use, well, you can't even make iron furnaces because you can't even click that anyway. But that's what we're doing. So, and the gypsum stuff is in the basaltic minerals, sands, gypsum, the Fuller's earth, veins, and all that stuff. So that's where we're going to head to. I need some more torches, though. What's sad is that that gypsum stuff is not very common either when you're mining, so it's kind of like the calcite dust. Unfortunately, there's not like massive amounts of it. You just got to find it. But we'll be fine. I'm a little bit worried on how much bronze I have left. We only have 25 now. If you guys notice, I did upgrade the smeltery. We have some more layers to this thing, so we can make some more bronze easier now. And then I did find another casting table and another basin. I got one over here and one over here too. I went and found a village, and my gosh, we went all the way down here earlier. Went all the way down here and found this village here. That's pretty far away. Not too terribly far away, but pretty dang far away. And I need to go back down here later on because I think there's some great wood trees down here. But I think there's also some great wood trees near our base somewhere too, so we can probably find those later on. But like I said, I'm going to go over here and we're going to mine this gypsum stuff. Probably just going to mine out as much of the stuff in the vein as we can. I really wish that I would have just mined this out off camera, but it's fine. We're still not going to get to the steel blast furnace today. We're just not going to quite get there. There's so much crafting just to get there. It's crazy. Is this it? Oh, here it is. I was like, where's it at? Couldn't find it there for a second. I think I've already been in this one. I can't remember. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we've already been down here once. Oh yeah, we got our work cut out for us. You know what I keep forgetting to do? I keep forgetting to make backpacks. I need to make those. Because you can make a mining bag and a other bag just for like stone and stuff. I keep forgetting to do that. I need to do that. But there's so much stuff in this pack, I never get around to it. Just too much different things you gotta do. It's just too much on me. But yeah, like I said, that auto crafting NEI is actually amazing. That's so helpful. But this stuff here is the gypsum ore. And we need a crap ton of it. Need a lot of it, so gonna be digging in here for a while probably. But hopefully this video will help someone out if you guys want to know how to keep your chunks loaded and everything like that. It's just some configurations that you got to make. Nothing too terribly hard to do. I mean, I'm sure a kid could do it, you know. There's some smart kids in our world these days, you know. Okay, that's a good start. We got 13. So technically we might get more of this stuff than we did of the calcite. Seems like it's a little bit more common than the calcite, maybe. I don't know. Maybe we're just getting a little bit lucky here. I don't know. You know, the biggest pain is just mining the stuff out and mining out all the stone to get to the ore. That's the biggest problem, really. Other than that, this ain't really that big of a deal. It'd kind of still be nice if they would change the progression to where you would have hammers early on instead of making you wait until you get steel to get the hammers. We might actually be able to just get all this in one trip. That's what I'm hoping. But I don't know for sure if that's going to be the case. Now we can double this stuff, so we don't need like a massive amount because we can double it. With the macerator, we can. But yeah, from what I'm seeing, this stuff is more common than that calcium stuff was, or calcite, or whatever the heck it was. Way more common than that stuff. Yeah, we already got 32. This is amazing. So this ain't going to take very long at all, surprisingly. We almost got it. Once we get a stack of it, we'll be ready to get out of here. We'll have enough. Because it's only wanting 72. We'll be able to make more than 72. Then if we need some more of this crap, we'll come back and mine it, obviously. The only thing that I'm concerned about is running out of bronze for repairs. Probably going to run out soon. But hey, at this point, we can make a bunch of bronze if I need to. I probably will. Just for the sake of having it. But I might not. Because we're going to be upgrading our pickaxe anyway, like relatively soon. Well, as soon as we get steel up and running, we'll be able to upgrade. And then we'll be able to get that tool forge as well. I'd say that first stack of those fire bricks are probably done. Or whatever they are. I can't quite remember all these things. There's so much stuff to remember. So many different ores and bricks and stuff, you know. Can't keep up with all of it. There's just too much. But yeah, no doubt this fortune on this is really helping, I think. We're getting a lot more of this stuff than what we should be. I don't even know if fortune works on this stuff. I'm going to assume that it does, but I don't know. Don't really know. Okay, we've about got what we need. Just need like one more and we're done with this mining session. Okay. And there we go. We're done. One stack of that stuff. That wasn't bad at all. Well, it is 11 p.m. though. So I might not be able to get back to my base just yet. So we got our gypsum dust. We'll have it. Basically, you put the ores, you put the raw gypsum ore into the macerator, and it doubles it, and it turns it into this version, the crushed version. And then you just take your crushed version and you put it in the hammer, the forge hammer, I think, and it turns it into the oh, what is that? The impure version of gypsum. And then you'll just take the impure version of it and you'll throw it in a cauldron. Yeah, I really don't want to risk it, man, but tired of standing here. Let's get out of here. I think we'll be able to make it. Is there enemies out here though? There's like a creeper over there, so we should be fine. Oh, this dude's coming right at me. Yeah, looks like that creeper is coming right for me, man. Gosh. Okay, let's get in the right direction here and run for it. I don't trust that creeper, man. Yeah, we gotta run for it here. Run. Yeah, we're fine. Not gonna lie, that was kind of scary though. A little bit scary there. You know, I didn't also mention that we did a base expansion too. Because we expanded this whole area down. I'm gonna expand it some more. So I'm gonna put the I'm gonna put our steam tank down here and stuff as well, so gotta make some more room for the steam tank. The first thing of that is done, so that's nice. Okay. Okay, we're kind of full on cobblestone. We'll just trash the rest of this cobble. I don't need it. Don't need it. We have a lot of this basaltic mineral stuff and this Fuller's Earth junk. Don't necessarily know what we're going to do with it. This is how much gypsum ore we have now, so we got enough. Dude, that's nice. So this will double that, and then we should be good to go. Okay. That's our first stack of the compressed fire clay. What do I do with those? I'm forgetting what I'm doing. Compressed fire clay, that's the fire clay, yeah, okay. Yeah, this stuff here. Trying to get grain back up a lot on here as well. You know, in all truthfulness, I need to get some more types of grain foods. We don't hardly have any. Been kind of lazy on the food thing. Let me see if there's like something that's easy to do that's for grain. Bread, that requires dough though. We don't have flour. How do we make flour? Oh, yeah, we can actually do this. Yeah, we can make bread. So it's just 2 dough and it makes 1 bread. So water and flour. It's kind of a tedious recipe though. Maybe there's something easier we can do. Um, well, actually, these tropical gardens, they give us grain, sesame seeds. Hmm. We got coffee beans. You know what I need to do is I need to make a couple chests for each of the 5 nutrition things. Then we can kind of divide everything up to where it should be. And that would really help, I think. There's a lot of stuff for fruit though. There's so much stuff. There's so many juices and fruits and vegetables. It's freaking crazy. It's crazy. That's pretty much what we got. Not like terrible. Probably pushing it on running all this stuff. Like, you can't really run 2 things like this back to back. Yeah, that's... I don't know. We might be able to. Not throttling the Steam too much, but I'll just have to keep an eye on that to make sure. We might be able to run both these things at once, all at one time. I kind of wonder something. I want to see something. Can I just hammer this down? Oh my gosh. Oh, we can just hammer it down. Oh, that's okay. Well, that fixes the problem. I didn't think we could hammer it down. I thought we had to macerate it. We don't, actually. The macerator is freaking slow, man. Oh, we gotta be careful, though. We gotta stop this. If we don't stop that, we're gonna run out of steam here. Oh, boy. Yeah, that's gonna start throttling way down. Yeah, we're starting to lose a lot of steam here. Oh yeah, it's really pouring the steam down. Whew, it's rough a little bit there. Now we gotta run this back through this again. Then we gotta run all that fire dust clay through the daggone compressor to make all these. See, this will make the impure piles and then we'll do all that. Should be able to run this through, I hope. I don't know. An awful lot. Yeah, let's take some of this out just to make sure that we can get it all. That's a lot of stuff. That is not holding out on the steam. Not holding up for us here, so we gotta let that build back up a little bit now. Yeah, we're cutting it really close here. Alright, we got a stack of it. So we can throw that up here in the cauldron. Wow, let's get some water. Alright, sweet. There's our gypsum dust. Finally. We have 1, 2.5 stacks of fire clay dust to run through. And that'll give us enough bricks for the other stuff. Okay, that should run all that through. Honestly, I just need to make another... I need to make another solar boiler, and I think we'll be pretty good if I do that. I don't really think it'll be necessary, though. Because, like, you AFK so much in this mod pack, it's just... I don't think it's necessary. Alright, there it is. So that should complete the quest. Yep, that's 72 out of 72 gypsum dust. We got that. Now let's get all these bricks out of here too. We got a ton of bricks. Hey, what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do it the easy way. We'll just break all these because I don't want to grab all the bricks out. Look how fast that was. That was faster, just breaking it. Alright, that is now complete. So we'll have to come back to this stuff, the iron plates and the furnaces, the blast furnaces. I'll just do that part off camera. That was like so grindy though, like man. Took forever to do all that. It took so long doing all that stuff, like it's crazy. You know, I am also debating on just turning the daggone food thing off. It's really, really annoying, but sticking with it, man. Just, it's frustrating, but I'm trying to stick with it. It's annoying, like just too annoying. We're gonna have to let this fill up before we can run any more of this crap. Still 2.5 stacks. Well, that's going to do it for me, I guess. I'm going to head out and I'll probably work on some more of this tomorrow and tonight. Hopefully we can get all the steam filled back up and all this ran. And then maybe we can get the steel running tomorrow or the next day maybe. I at least want to get it running before this weekend. But yeah, I hope y'all have a good one. I'll see you next time.